Texas Defensive Coordinator Manny Diaz now joining us after a shutout. And Coach, the first play we saw there, Quandre Diggs interception. Quandre led the team last year in picks. This is the first one for him this year. Let's get out the coach's clicker. I know you don't use this thing enough during the day, right?
Yeah, I'll get the hang of it.
All right, show us what happened here.
Well, we're in our third down package. We have 3 defensive linemen on the field and actually 7 defensive backs. We're lined up a little, got guys in sort of awkward places. This is actually Michael Thompson and Josh Turner coming off on a blitz. And one of the things we make a big deal about the day after the game is everybody sees Quandre Diggs' pick, and everybody knows that Quandre made the play. When we do something really good, we try really hard to give credit to other people on the football field. Number one, Josh Turner's coming in unblocked. So the quarterback has to throw the football before he wants to throw the football, okay? Number two, and the credit on this play really goes to Kenny Vaccaro. The quarterback is trying to throw the ball to Kenny Vaccaro's man, and we're in bump and run man-to-man coverage. And Kenny takes his guy, he's outside leverage defender, and widens his receiver so far. This ball is designed to be thrown on this hash mark right here. But Kenny is so good at the line of scrimmage, does such a great job staying square like he's taught by Coach Aquino, that he's so wide. Quandre Diggs is actually playing man-to-man on the guy out here. And what's really funny about Quandre intercepted 2 passes last year in the same situation, including the one in the bowl game, was the exact same play. Kenny had great coverage. Quandre is sort of babysitting his guy, running vertical right here, sees the ball thrown, and now this is just where the playmaking ability comes. You see a bunch of guys almost catch this ball. What makes Quandre a special player is that he actually catches the ball. But you got to give credit to Josh coming free on the blitz, Kenny for widening his man, and then Quandre for ultimately making the play.
All right, let's check out another turnover. Jackson Jeffcoat had one of his best games as a Longhorn, and he forced a fumble. I know we see it practice all the time. You guys are working with stripping the football, getting turnovers, and we saw it come to fruition here.
That's exactly right. Jackson does really what the defense tells him to do on this play, which is we're actually running a blitz. Jackson did a great job. Most of the game, he sort of had to squat and squeeze. You see 71 down blocks here. And what Jackson has done most of the game in our base defense is he's squeezed down block and make sure he has dive. But when we're running a blitz right now, Jackson's job on this play is to run up the field and take the quarterback. So you see what happens. The quarterback is reading Jackson and thinks that Jackson is getting ready to squeeze a dive, but he's not. He's a quarterback player. We want the ball handed to dive because look who it is, Quandre Diggs again, who's filling in the gap. The quarterback takes the ball, but because Jackson runs right up the field and goes at the quarterback, now the quarterback decides I need to pitch it, it's too late. The running back doesn't have time to get into pitch responsibility. So Jackson does a great job. He's disciplined. He does what the defense tells him to do, and he does it in a fast manner, and this is what creates turnovers. And then who would it be? Of course, Kenny Vaccaro, the man on the spot, comes. So what you really see is you see one turnover. We gave him 2 T-shirts yesterday because he had 2 ball hawks, one for causing interception and then another one for recovering a fumble.
Kenny's stealing it from Tevin Jackson. He's got to get on it quickly with a guy like Kenny Vaccaro.
Tevin said his responsibility was to get the running back away from the ball.
Okay.
He had to be the Secret Service for Kenny.
All right, well, Jackson has a turnover there. You did have 1 sack on the night, and number 44 provided it. Let's go through that and show us how Jackson was able to get to the quarterback.
Well, it's sort of a similar situation, and New Mexico wasn't going to get sacked. They were either going to max protect or they were going to 3-step it. But right now what they're trying to do, they're trying to score a touchdown. They're going to try and throw a wheel to number 5. But they want us to be in our base defense again where Jackson has to read down blocks. You're going to see the same scenario. 71 is going to down block right here. Okay? And when they want 71 to down block and see 62 right here, they're pulling the guard. They want Jackson squeezing the down block, and they want to think that we're worried about defending the option.
Right.
But we happen to be in a blitz. Steve Edmond is actually blitzing the A gap right here. And when we blitz, our ends go up the field. So when Jackson just powers through up the field,
that's a tough assignment for 62.
It is a hard down. It's a hard down, and that's part of the design of our defense. We have to be diverse enough where they can't say always, where I know we can log Jackson on this play, because what they're trying to do, like I said, they're not trying to get a first down on this play. They are trying to score a touchdown, and because we match it up with the blitz, Jeffcoat's up the field, and then he's able to finish the sack with his skills and talents.
You know, you said after the game, and we're done with the clicker, Coach. I know you do this 20 hours out of the day, so we appreciate it. It was good stuff. But I found it interesting after the game, you said Jeffcoat may have had one of his best games as a Longhorn. Numbers-wise, he had good numbers, but it may not pop out. What did he do so well?
Well, what's so hard for the fan to see is the little things like I was mentioning, squeezing down blocks, being where you're supposed to be. If you have dive, take dive. If you have quarterback, take quarterback. And those type things. And what Jackson's really, and Alex as well, as being our leaders, the effort and the energy that they're playing with. They are really playing at a high level, high motor guys. The games where we get 50 drop back passes, those are coming. where the opportunities for sack and pressures and quarterback hits, those days are coming. But what you want is you want guys that are disciplined, even when they're facing against offenses that, in a way, don't allow them to stuff the stat sheet the way that people would expect them to do it.
Coach, your second shutout in 2 years here. Congrats, and thanks for the knowledge.
My pleasure.